Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome back to Train Sim World. We're here at Bremen on the Bremen, sorry, correction, at Oldenburg on the Bremen-Oldenburg route. We've got the Dosto, so we're going to get it set up, get the train ready for service. So we'll reach the doors, get the punters on board. Set our headlights to low. That's fine. And head over here. Enable appropriate systems, which is PZB. IC2's up here. And headlights to white, perfect. So you can see from the outside, we've got something a bit different today. We have one of Deutsche Bahn's IC sets. So these are the replacements for IC2s on the regional lines. They only do 160, but in theory that shouldn't matter because they sort of base the idea being that you're not losing that much time because on the high-speed sections, because really not on them for that long, and you're losing about 25 miles an hour, which isn't that much. So 15 minutes if you bust, an hour. DB logic that line. But yeah, this is IC 3027. I was like Bern Ostbahnhof with Conrad Food and Delmenost and in Bremen. That's 35 minutes from now. So we're getting the chair, we've got a while until we go. The interior, I don't think has been changed, but I'm not sure how much has been changed on the real deal. I love like these little wall mums at the back. If we've got everyone coming past you, it's quite nice to jogging on your own, just enjoy. Yeah, 26th of the 8th, which is today, but a year ago today, with this when it's happening. What's that? See if we're on as well. What's interesting? That's 26 switches for Zika. This isn't loud. PZB controllers. We're getting the chair. We've got a minute or two to the purchase. So yeah, hopefully you guys are doing well. If that's how play runs, this is the 2025 mod for Bremen Oldenburg, and it's great. Interestingly, we've got a 146 strapped to this Dosto set. Obviously, this Dosto's failed, so they can't drive from it. Red light should be off. But aside from that, yeah, pretty cool. And you also have the cool little 642s over here in their Northwest band livery, and the 425s, which should see at Bremen, are in a special livery too. So it's nice to see this sort of 21st centuryized. It makes a lot. Not 21st centuryized, sort of updated to the modern day. I think it adds quite a bit. Also, when you have other reskin mods like the private 185, but like the 185 livery pack that I have in, like the first time I was playing on this, there was a private 185 dumped here, like it's called Nature or something. So yeah, I've got a bit of stammer today. Can't speak English apparently. Yeah, now we're off to the races. We've got 2 minutes. So I've got NetMainnet installed today. That's it's the same day I recorded the Brudenz Lindau run. Hearing like clicking from my kitchen, but there's nothing turned on in there. That's here. That's all. I want to say I do enjoy this route. It's a well-built route, CSG. Absolute gold standard stuff. And I wanted to run this for one of my last Train Sim World 5 videos because the announcements for Train Sim World 6 is in 1 hour 20 minutes from here. So we'll prod this and then sit and try and watch that. I don't know what to expect. We've obviously seen in the thumbnail, because there was a thumbnail published to the internet, one of the ICMs, the Dutch trains. I don't really know the Dutch trains very well yet. An IC3 and an 802. So it'd be interesting to see what we get. I'm expecting probably a Dutch route, a German route, and a British route. Oh wait, key on. And we can depart. Start speed is 60 kilometers per hour. What I'll do, I'll actually 10 power an hour. Then it'll start any rollback. There you go, that's brake fully off. I should have released the brake sooner. That's my bad. Half pound. Okay, again, we'll see. So the whole thing's in that sort of lovely, is in that lovely IC livery. of pseudo ICing. Collect that off when I go up to 50. Actually, we'll strip for 60, why not? Got proceed aspects. Got a bit of slip there, so we'll throttle back. How's that? That sort of drop forward in the seat. Sorry, yeah, I dropped it forward like the camera did, but you didn't see that, so I've got a face cam on today. I know. A shocker. Emily forgets she doesn't have face cam. Close the throttle. Because we've got a slight incline here. One electric brake on. So we're regenerating everything back into the overheads. Brake off. We approach this bridge. I was at a coast over this bridge. I've got no reference material to say that, and there's no signs to say this bridge is unpowered. But I can't imagine how they would do this bridge and keep it powered all the way over, you know? If you can pass 120 around here. Actually, we're through it. So power on, let's go. Roll the budget and go. So we're going up to 160 now. 160 is the high speed limit permitted on this route. And we're staying most of the way to Huda. Huda? The fuck is this guy? I don't know if it's Huda or Huda. So I'm going to pronounce both ways, and then I'll piss everyone off equally. Classic. I don't speak German, in case you haven't noticed. But no, I am in a really good mood at the moment. So the pace is shaping up. Heading home later tonight because I need to sleep. Heading back to. So I know there's a place called Gateshead, which is sort of, if you imagine, well, Newcastle, for those of you who know it, it's north of the river. Everything south of the river is Gateshead and other sort of areas. But I live basically in equal distance from the river as I did before, just in the opposite direction. And I'm going to sleep there tonight because I'm in uniforms there for work tomorrow. And then after work, I'm going to do some packing when I go over there. So bed down for the night, get a shower, because I'm not putting the shower stuff over here yet either. And then go to work tomorrow. It's a 6 o'clock start, so I need to be in bed at sensible time. And then, well, it's a 6 o'clock start at work, so I'm leaving the house at like 5:30. And then I'm gonna probably come back here with my work bag tomorrow. And then head over there again on Thursday, package the last of my stuff up. And sort of, it's a ping pong around the job, basically. 155, hello. Like the rake of coal. Are they loaded? Yep, load of coal. So shut off now, 150, 160, shut off following. We'll just coast. So 160 is about 100 miles an hour. We'll fly ahead of the train, do a flyby. Sit in this farmer's field. There we go. There is an issue that the HUD basically, when you go external, the numbers disappear off the speedo. One of those issues that only that affects. I'm deepening the hole because I'm not sure if the barrier is lifted after that last train came through. So if I deep the hole, it just sort of... Oh, crap. So that is PZB shouting at me, saying I'm going too fast. So PZB, one of the things it does, obviously, PZB can't be used above 100 miles an hour. Oh, I like the brake off. It's going to slide in. Full power on. Yeah, I managed to get PZB on my training run, and I literally went into a slide. Not the tracker slide, an actual slide. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Well, that station, by the way, that went through there was a good one. No, quick little thing here. So I'm still very much figuring out how I want my desk set up. And what I just did there was move my headphone cable to the center monitor. So, damn it! Stop distracting me, guys. Managed to not get PZB to kick off at me though. But basically, PZB does provide some over-speed supervision, so it knows you're under no circumstance have to go faster than 160. If you get up to 165, it kicks the brakes on. That's in mode O, and there's different modes for PZB. Honestly, I understand the system enough to drive with it, not enough to actually operate it in the way you would in the real world. That's what I'm looking for. I can drive with it realistically. I can't drive with it in the real world realistically. Bit of power on just to keep us sustained. Bear in mind we're at 3k into the 120 post. So I've got my eyes out on the road for the speed post warning, and then when I see that, I'll just take that brake application, and that's also a braking point for Huda, because that is about one. No, I shouldn't brake before that. I'm going to brake about 15 straight if I want to brake. If I want to brake before that, so I can just drive to the line speed. Sure. That warning was, oh yeah, for braking warning. This is sensible. Only get to start back to 60 and I can take the brake off. Oh yeah. Yeah. Probably 120 warning momentarily. We're braking quite gently. So about 500 meters to the station at the next post. Bear in mind that means the start of the station. I presume that's the actual end. It'd be interesting to note that actually. If you can see a 425 there, it's custom livery. We'll have a look at it when I get to a stand. The 60s are at 40, I want to drop to about 30 really to get into the platforms. Now you've got to stop on the markers, I've noticed that. If you stop a little bit short, it'll let you get away with it on most trains in world routes, not in this time technically well. I'm going to stop at the end this time. Dear God, stop. I'm going to watch this train pants. Is this Northwest Span as well? It's Northwest Span. So just one thing I'd quite like to see is the private operators come in so you can see it's... No, it's a regular span. Well, what I'll do is direct brake on. Friend brake off. Yeah, we've got in there a minute down, that's fine. Next up is Downhilst. Got to have the hood up just to see when we're due to close, because we've got to close the doors ourselves on this train. Lock the doors and So lock the doors and go. Berlin Ostbahnhof is our destination. I would love some of the big stations like Berlin. So now take half pound. Open window for a bit, front. You don't really get much of the traction noise. Obviously, we're in a DVT, we're in a coach. It's nice that the coach does make noise because I know the DVTs in real life make noise because they have equipment in them. They're not just sort of cab cars, like cars with a cab, so to speak. Well, 146 and E-Type is just kill me. I hate this. Yeah, this is a 160 on, that's cool. Because some of them have got 140 limits on them, I think. I should have checked this sooner, but you know. We're spinning the wheels again now, which is why it's reducing our track effort output. That's off, that's off. Yep. So, Dilmanost. I don't remember us doing that 130, but it'll come after 160 before we get anywhere near it. Maybe there's a 150. 150. We do get 120 again before Dilmanost, because I think it's killer from memory. But we'll be slowing down by the time we hit that. Which is the warning for that 120, that's where we slow down. It is quite a racetrack, this route, which is I quite like that. It's nice to have something where you can sort of get up to speed and stay there. And with this timetable, you get really nice amount of variety in terms of like the colours you see. As well as it's nice to have sort of DB representation, it's just the point where you're like, DB is everywhere. Getting something that's not Deutsche Bahn. You know, something that's not DB red. And that's why I'm driving next, is I'm sick of DB red. But this, I know this is DB white, but still. Give the headlights a flash. What do you got lights? Yeah, it's just full follow, just full bright. But we'll put them back to just regular. And also when you put them up, there's dirt. It'll be noticeable at night, not in the daytime. Or it's just running with markers, which is all I think they run with in real life and mainline. Z-File. So just click cap to it. Destination rollback or touch access preset. Brake indicators. Basically that is your brake pipe pressure. It's not brake cylinder pressure. That'll be your, no, that's cylinder. That'll be main res. Alright, so that'll be like, I'm not sure. That's cylinder. I'm not sure. Basically, that's on 5 bar. You've got brake release. That's all you need to know. There's a piece of B-sharp count me again. Coming through at speed, boys. Coming through at speed. So managed to pull it off, and there you go. Brakes are off now, so we'll just let it close back. We'll go trim to pal. Damn. Right. 26-2, we're at. So our breaking point will be in the now range, really. No, they're down masters at 13. That's a 29-2, so yeah. Stop it. Didn't speed this much when I was doing the training run. Trying to coast it back from here. This is Heukenkamp. Heukenkamp. Heukenkamp, what? in local dialect of Geordie, Heu means throw. I also gave credence to gave birth to the myth, I should say, that Geordies can say one phrase in Japanese, and that's "Hiya hammer over here, Henny." Translation: throw a hammer over here, mate. Or like, throw me a hammer, basically. Oh, throw a hammer over here, mate. Oh, friend. Friendo. I'm used to driving multiple units and the brake release being a little bit quicker. Like, obviously, these apply brakes from both ends, I think, but it still feels like, yeah, at multiple units. So when you drive multiple unit, like say in a Zuma, like an 800, the brakes apply for every coach simultaneously and release, so you get really quick brake applications and releases comparatively. Whereas in this thing, it's like brake goes on, right for it, and bite. There's 160, so roughly 160, so we can burn it straight out of here. I'm gonna creep in here a little bit because I felt like I was going for a bit quick at the last station. Go quickly again. Oh, over there. Wait, I'll just. So basically, I'm braking this vehicle and probably the loco at the back as well, but brake itself automatically. But everything else in the middle of the brakes are off, so we'll get a quicker pull away. Not with interest. So I was seeing if I could get that to come off, because I was just wondering if I was modelling inside, like what the shape was. There we go. Printers roll out. Away we go. Doors closed. Well, I do check that UTC is with the 10 back zone that I'm on, and that it's not actually starting now. Hours, so it's actually like hour later than I thought it was. That's fine. So I can just see the something else. Well, it's train to World 5, I think it is. We all know it's going to train to World 6, guys. Stop trying to pull the wool over our eyes. So you can see we've got a full draw now of 600 ounce from the overheads. I've got 15k feet as well. Oh, my headlights went off. There you go. So, okay, there is actually a light bulb motor there. That's quite cool. Not sure how that happened. Why did I mess with him? Oh, that's fun. It's a concept. That's very fun. We'll leave that like that. Just go what that switch does. Anyway, car carrots, cool. Back to an overspeed incident again. See, so that's one of the private reskins. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Leave it to coast. So this is one of the tracks that comes part of the reskins. This is locomotion tracks. So obviously it's a Freight 185 limited to 140. And I think it just adds variety, man. Because like DB Red, contrary to what DB hopes and dreams are, is not the only livery in Germany. And it's just nice to have the extra variety that brings, you know. Like I think so the Dostos we saw in Oldenburg, they were DB Red. I think that's the only thing we've seen in DB Red all day, and that makes such a difference, I think, to the experience. Anyway, but what else is there to talk about? Not much really. Just to move the house. I've got a room of doom now, which is quite funny. Because obviously I don't have any furniture at the moment, so all my stuff just lives in boxes. Yeah. There we go, close the throttle. Coast for a bit. So the next speed change for down, what's the industry down north, haven't we? So we're 160 now. 14.02, so we'd be good for 120, and then we get stuck getting checked down for Bremen outbound. To the 40 limit through the station. Got a turn, so happens some for carriers, which you don't recognize the code for. I don't know the code for, sorry. But it's one thing I like here. Also, what random wagons doing throughout the place, like rail freight variety is nice. 40 on. I'm sort of trying to keep it fluctuating. ATS sales to new voyages, so that would be actually good. Like, I am sick of the rubbish one. You're just in trains then. Like, I won't be able to just abandon all the 25,000 reskins after years. That's 38, 42, so yeah, but I'll listen to the 120. Oh, see if it was isolated itself. Fascinating. How have I achieved that? Sure, then. Highly unrealistic, but cut in. Cut in. Oh well. 2,000 hertz, yeah. It's loud, man. I apologise for the volume of this train. I'm taking my own headphones off because of how loud this is. Probably hear it coming from the headphones. I know. Just what I can do is... What's Pindia then? I'm in the chat. Piece of big watch is pressed. Oh, wait, I'll have to isolate the piece of thing. It's doing nothing. Isolate the seafront. Isolate the seafront. Put the wall back in then. I'll move backwards. Effects. Good. What's up? Can't escape it. We're in where we stopped down.